Round 2 of my look at the Mythic Legions action figures from Four Horsemen Studios continues.
I'm disappointed in you.
With Peteorionn and Uuwitt. Pieces to make both figures in one package. Here we go.
Don't choke on it.
Getting a closer look at my second ever Mythic Legions action figure. This is mostly as he comes out of the package in the Uuwitt configuration. And there's just some really incredible detail there around the head sculpt. Look at the teeth and the eyes. Pretty clean paint work. Beard, you can see they've come up just a little shy on the cheek there, but it's, you know, really minor, really minor. You don't really notice that. Just like the first go around, some really incredible detail and dry brushing silver over the armor pieces to make those stand out. We've got some kind of a softer fabric undergarment there. Cluster of holes on the back, one here for buggering.
Whoa.
Soft belt overlay that was present on the other figure, just draped about the waist here. This hand comes off really easily. I guess we'll go right into that. Perhaps just reheating and cooling the figure again would help adjust that, but that's where it's at right now. Little slit there in the thing I wanted to show ya. Let me show ya. But while we're out here too, look at this detail. The leather straps around the gauntlet piece that hold the armor together, and little buckles and the holes in the thing even. How friggin' cool. Let me just shove my dirty finger in there. No, they're fine, man. I build buildings with these. Little nicks and gouges in the sculpt of the armor. This is a softer overlay here too, so this isn't really going to restrict you at all. This one's not getting away from us here. You can see these little nails. Just getting a sense of the whole of the thing here. It fits in great with the aesthetic, this Furious 4 thing, and, you know, peg holes down there. But the head is on a ball peg up here. We'll just pull it off to illustrate. It's just this deal. The neck is a separate piece as per their modular system. This collar is a softer piece and it's held in by that neck peg. But you get pretty good range all up and around here. That gets out of the way pretty good. That beard is what it is. The arms will come all the way out to the side here. They're ball socketed into this sucker, and they will rotate around like such. Single jointed right there. There goes the hand again. See you later. It will pivot on this sucker though, and then this is of course a separate piece at the gauntlet. Here at the torso, we just get the one piece. We're forgiving that because it is armor and you wouldn't really get much else out of that anyway. But again, the simplicity is part of their pop and swap system. It's a thing of beauty. These legs will come out to the side on these hinges. And forward this far, back this far. Thigh swivel way up in here. You know, not hidden as well as if it were armor, but it's fine. It's up underneath this armor. Single jointed, hinged knee piece. Exceptionally detailed boots right here that'll just rotate, bend, and twist. They only come to a 90 though. Single joints, what are you going to do? You wouldn't be able to get all this pop and swap stuff if they were double jointed. You know what I mean? You could do it, but it wouldn't be the same thing. And a ball jointed ankle that'll come back this far, forward this far, and you get some pretty good rocker. It feels just like the other one in hand, just like a higher end domestic figure basically. Not as smooth as an import like a Mythic or something, but it feels nicer than a NECA or McFarlane figure with that level of detail. Checking out the accessories, he's got loads of them. Enough, in fact, to configure him as the second named character, Peteorionn. That includes pieces of armor, like these excellently detailed pauldrons here, with all that same sculpted damage and silver dry brushing. Just general attention to detail and extra hits of paint. Plugs into the back on these little plugs like the previous figure. Like a lot of them. This is the collar piece, a different collar piece. It is a harder plastic and wedges in between those pauldrons. He's got this staff here with this extra detail, things hanging off of it. It's just tremendous. And that's a separate piece there. Tasty piece. It also comes with this really brutal mace. It's very lightweight, but really well detailed. Comes with this killer looking sword here. With a little bit of silver dry brush right over the top there of the gunmetal-ish color. And that looks like an appropriate sort of like orc sword per, you know, Lord of the Rings. Comes with these sick hooves with some peg holes on the bottoms of those. A couple of extra hands with a closed grip. The bullhead.
Look at the lips on that bull!
With some really nice detail here. And the bull penis. From the Four Horsemen Studios Furious 4, this fellow stands at about 6 5/8 of an inch to the top of his bald head. The bull configuration is about 7 inches with the horns. Here he is next to the other Mythic Legion set, Pelvicus, and Lord Busha that guy.
Here is a link to a video of me touching it, up there in the heavens.
Here he is next to the McFarlane toys, DC Multiverse, Flash, and Batman. These toys are in a just slightly larger 7-inch scale. NECA Toys, Secret of the Ooze, Raphael, and Shredder. Another Ninja Turtle from NECA Toys, The Last Ronin. Check out my breakdown of both of those figures on this channel, and the Marvel Select Colossus. Next to the Mythic Psylocke and the Fwoosh Articulated Icons No Fucks Ninja. Next to a couple of Hasbro 6-inch Johns, G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Stalker, and the Star Wars Black Series Mando and Little G. And what the hell, how about LeBron James and Andy Serkis? Alright, we'll wrap it up with the Prince of Olympus, Hercules, and the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee, mostly Bucky Cap Deadpool. Originally cooked up as a Kickstarter from a team of people that have been in the action figure game for a long time. It is really cool that they have brought these things to fruition. Several years in, I finally decided to pull the trigger and see for myself, and I am not disappointed, and I don't think anyone out there would be either. The price point may be a few bucks higher than some other figures, but the quality and the versatility are there all day long. As always, I am eternally grateful for you guys' love and support. If you're curious about the other set that I reviewed, there's going to be a link to it right here, right about here. And if you like the most up-to-the-minute, in-depth reviews from a guy with no end of love and knowledge about this stuff, you have come to the right place. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you again. Thanks.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in and really beat it up.